It wasn't just a cut and dry, normal house purchase. It was much more complicated than that. Our Tudor is 6 bedrooms, 6 bath, almost 9,000 square feet with the basement, and almost 11 acres. My husband's job brought us from Chicago to New Jersey, and I swore I would never move to New Jersey. I could not believe how beautiful it was here. My son, he handed me over the iPad and said, if we move to this house, I'll move to New Jersey. And I looked at it, and sure enough, it was this house, our Tudor. It was the second to the last house that we saw. And we pulled in the driveway, and instantly I knew, and it was love at first sight. We tried to open the front door, and we could not even get in the front door. It was so warped. We actually had to go around the back and figure out how to get in. There was no heat. It was the end of January. There was probably 3 or 4 feet of snow outside, but I could see so much potential. Probably the least glamorous part about living here in the Tudor, the amount of work. We knew that the windows needed to be replaced, and we also knew that the boiler needed to be replaced. What we didn't know is how quickly those two things were going to move up in the priority list. I told all of my kids to grab a towel before we went out to the pool. But lo and behold, I was the only one with a towel. But today it would have paid to have a few more towels. Suddenly, we all look up at our house and we see black smoke billowing out of the chimney. And so we ran inside the house. And as soon as I turned the corner into the basement, I could see some smoke coming out of the basement. And so I realized it was coming from the boiler room. So we rushed out of the house, called 911, the fire engines came, ambulance came, everybody came, and there I was in my bikini outside because we only had one towel, and it was a tad embarrassing. The firefighters were telling us, like, yes, they got the doors open, yes, they got the windows open, but they definitely emphasized that we needed new windows sooner than later. As hard as it's been with redoing this house, there's no place that would have been better for my family to live through the pandemic than here. We have 11 acres that we were able to just go out in the woods, and our swimming pool we swam in multiple times a day, and just walking around the woods, walking around our neighborhood, had plenty of space inside. It was just such a wonderful blessing to be in this house during the global pandemic. If you want to buy a foreclosure, or actually any house in general, this would be my advice. Make sure that you do a thorough home inspection. That is key to know what you're getting into. Also, if you're going to do any big projects, I would at least get 3 bids on every project. And when you go and look at houses, don't go in and expecting a turnkey house. Look for the potential in the house. The last one I would tell you is you can change a house. You can remodel a house, you can change a house, but you cannot change the location. So if you want to keep following along, check me out on Instagram at Tudor in the Hills, and also make sure that you subscribe to Bustle down below.